Welcome back. So today we're going to look at more of the graphical side of ActionScript programming. Previously we've looked at some text, very simple text-based programs to learn some of the fundamentals of programming and ActionScript. But now we're going to look at sprites and movie clips. Now a movie clip is you would be somewhat familiar with. A movie clip in ActionScript is very similar to a movie clip symbol that you would have worked with last year. A sprite is very similar to a graphic symbol. So in this class I've already written, up the top here, I've got a multi-line comment. Now we've only looked at single line comments like I'm highlighting here. A multi-line comment, as the name suggests, is suitable for comments where you've got multiple lines of text. So rather than putting a / on every line here, so I could have done // Instead of doing that, I've just got this /* and */. So everything between those two markers is the multi-line comment. So very convenient way of commenting if you've got multiple lines of text. But anyway, back in this comment, I've got some notes about sprites and movie clips. So sprite, as I said, was very similar to a graphic symbol in that it's only really got one frame. It's not for animation per se. Well, it doesn't have its own animation built in. You can, of course, animate a graphic symbol on the stage, but it doesn't own its own animation. So a sprite is very similar. It's basically a static image, really. A movie clip, on the other hand, has multiple frames. So it's like an animated GIF. So everyone knows GIF files, and they've got their own animation. So a movie clip is like a GIF, whereas a sprite is more like just a static, maybe JPEG image. Okay, so you use a movie clip for animation. The sprites are more for independent images. Okay, so we're going to have a look at drawing both a movie clip and a sprite on the stage, but not using Flash's graphical drawing tools, but using ActionScript. So there will be times when you want to do this, for sure. So let's have a look at our class. So we've called it AS3 movie clip. Extend sprite. So rather than extending movie clip, we'll talk about why that's okay later. Now we've got two variables. So these are two private variables. We will touch on private versus public later, but basically private means that no other classes other than AS3 movie clip can access these variables. And then we've got our constructor. We know it's a constructor because the function name is the same name as a class name. Okay, we're creating a blank movie clip. This is what this new movie clip does. It creates a new movie clip object with no information within it. So we've got movie clip dot graphics. So graphics is a property of a movie clip, and we know it's a property of this movie clip object because it's got the dot here. So this dot is used to access properties of an object. And what we're doing with the graphics object of the movie clip is we're setting the color first. We're setting the color to black, and then we're setting a transparency. So transparency, so this represents black. It's all zeros, meaning no color. And we've got the alpha transparency here. So alpha transparency ranges from 0 to 1. So this is 0.9. It's going to be mostly opaque, meaning you will be able to see a little bit through it, but not very much. And then we're drawing a circle. Okay, so we're setting the X and Y position. So you should be fairly familiar with this X and Y position. On the stage, the X on the left, so 0x on the left, and then on the right is whatever your stage width is, which is 550 in this case. and y's. So x starts at 0 and increases up to 550, depending on your stage, of course. Y starts at the top from 0 and 400, in this case, downward. Okay, so that's our x and y positions. And so we're drawing a circle here, and we've set the x and y position. We're also going to set the radius of the circle. Okay, and then we have to say begin fill with this particular color and this particular transparency, and then we say end fill, so we've finished drawing. Then we set the x and y position of the movie clip. So we did it up here, but we're just changing it. We're changing it to this position. So it's going to be 100, 100. And then this line here, that adds the movie clip to the stage. We've got this. So this basically is a keyword. It means this object. So it is actually redundant. In this case, you wouldn't have to put that there, but we're putting it this to say this class, being explicit about it. And so we're saying this.addChild. So we're going to add the movie clip to the stage. And now got a sprite. So as you can see, if you compare the code for adding the sprite to the stage is very similar to the code for adding a movie clip to the stage. We just have some deliberate differences. We've changed the color here, just so on our stage we can tell the difference easily. So this is going to be a reddish color. This is in hexadecimal notation, and this 44 means we're going to have a bit of red. And we've got transparency. This is 0.6, so it's got a 40% transparency. And we've also just modified, this is going to have a slightly, the sprite is going to have a larger radius, 70 pixels. And we finish drawing here. And then we add to the stage. Okay, let's have a look at this now. And I don't expect you to type all this up, so you can get this from Blackboard. So we have to create a flash file. I've just created one earlier, but I haven't associated it with our class. So we're going to call, just delete that. Okay, so we've got AS3 movie clip. I might just copy that. Save me some time. And I'm going to put in the class. So this is the class that we've already got. We're going to associate it with this flash file. Okay. Righto. And we want to save the flash file as well. And yep, replace it. Okay, now let's run it. And there we are. So we can see the two objects. Experiment with, just so you get familiar with drawing in ActionScript, change some of these values around. X, Y, radius position, and yeah, all of these as well. Just have a play with those and just get a little bit more comfortable with working with graphical objects in Flash.